Good morning, children. Today we will start a new lesson, lesson number 2.5, The Happy Prince. So, first, let's discuss the warming up questions. The first question is there are different types of short stories. Use a dictionary, internet, and find out what each of the following types refer to. First is fable, means moral bearing story with animal character. Next, anecdote means short, amusing account of an incident. Next, fairy tale having supernatural characters or a moral for children. Next is D, parable. Parable means having religious base and message or moral. Next, tragedy. Tragedy means serious and ends in a tragedy. Next, humorous story. Number F. Humorous story means causing laughter and amusement or comic. Next, number G. Detective story. The plot revolves around the investigation and solving of crimes. Number H. Myth. Children, myth means originated in ancient times, authorship unknown. Now, question number 2 is, have you heard of birds that fly from one part of the world to another in small or large flocks? The answer is, they are called migratory birds. Now, discuss and write down 2 reasons why they migrate and return. The answer is, migratory bird migrate for food and for warmth. They return when the food supplies in their home are stabilized and winter changes to summer again. Now the lesson 2.5, The Happy Prince. So children, first I will tell you the summary of the lesson. The story brings home a very beautiful and relevant message about the social and political inequality and economic discrimination between the rich and poor. A tall statue of Happy Prince was installed in the town square of a big city. The Happy Prince, when alive, was an extremely popular and benevolent ruler who would always take pride at the prosperity and happy living of his subjects. His statue was covered with gold, his eyes were bright jewels, and there was a red jewel hanging from his waistband. One night, a little swallow flew into the city and decided to take shelter between the feet of the statue of Happy Prince. All of a sudden, a large drop of water fell on him. Looking up, he saw that eyes of Happy Prince were full of tears. Being asked by the swallow, Happy Prince said that when he was alive, he loved the palace surrounded by high walls and gardens where there was no sadness ever. So he had never know what existed on the other side of the wall. But after the death, when he stood towering over the city, he could see all the unhappiness, grief, pain that people experienced around the city. The Happy Prince requested the little swallow to stay back with him for a few days and help him in dispatching help to the needy. The swallow took the ruby to a poor woman and a sick child to relieve their poverty. He took the jewel from Prince's eyes to a budding writer and a little girl selling eggs. He stayed on with the prince, and day by day he peeled off the gold from the prince's body as per the prince's directive and carried it to the poor, hungry children and suffering people. When the winter came, the swallow, after serving the prince for a long time, died at his feet. And this metal heart of the prince broke into pieces. Soon the statue of Happy Prince was pulled down because it was not longer beautiful and melted in fire. However, the metal heart of Prince did not melt. The workmen threw into the dustbin along with dead bird. That day the angel picked up those 2 things and brought to God as the best things in the city. Both the swallow and the prince were granted place in the paradise. So now children, here we will stop and take a break of 1 minute and we'll meet in the next video. Thank you. Let's continue the lesson 2.5, The Happy Prince. Children, now we will read the lesson, The Happy Prince. The statue of the Happy Prince stood high above the city. The statue of the Happy Prince was located high above the city. It was covered with gold. Its eyes were bright blue jewels, and a red jewel hung from its waist. So the full body of the Happy Prince was covered with gold, and its eyes were made of bright blue jewels. Children, jewel means a precious stone, and a red jewel hung from its waist. Everyone thought that it was very beautiful. Why aren't you like the Happy Prince? Mothers said to their little boys when they cried. Mothers give the example of the Happy Prince to their babies when they cried. And mothers said to their little boys when they cried that why aren't you like the Happy Prince? Why don't you look like the Happy Prince? Sad men looked at the statue and said, I am glad that someone in the world is happy. Even the sad men, the unhappy person, looked at the statue and said, I am glad that someone in the world is happy. One night, a little swallow flew alone over the city. Children, here swallow is a kind of little bird with a pointed wings and a forked tail. So one night, what happened? A little swallow, a little bird, flew alone over the city. His friends had gone away, but he had stayed behind for 6 weeks. His friends means whose friends? The little bird, that swallow's friends had gone away, but he had stayed behind for 6 weeks. Where can I stay tonight? He thought as the bird was alone and the bird was searching a place to take shelter. Then he saw the statue. I will stay there. He thought, it is high up. It is located so high up above the city. So there is plenty of fresh air. So I will get plenty of fresh air over there. He landed between the feet of the Happy Prince. Now this swallow, this little bird, landed. Where it landed? Between the feet of the Happy Prince where it was stood. I have a golden bedroom. I got a nice place. I have a golden bedroom means I got a nice place for taking shelter. He thought, but as he put his head under his wing, a large drop of water fell on him. What happened? A large drop of water fell on the little bird. He looked up. That is very strange. That is something awkward, unusual. He thought, there is not a cloud in the sky. There is no cloud in the sky, but it is raining. But still it is raining. Then another drop fell. I cannot stay on the statue. That does not keep me dry. Then he decided that I cannot stay here on this place which cannot keep me dry. He thought, I must find another place. I shall find some other place for the shelter. And he decided to fly away. But as he opened his wings, a third drop fell. He looked up and saw. What did he see? The eyes of the Happy Prince were full of tears. Tears rolled down his golden face. Tears were falling down on his golden face. Whose golden face? The Happy Prince's golden face. The face was very beautiful in the moonlight, and the face was looking so beautiful in the moonlight. And the swallow felt sorry for him. And the little bird, that swallow, felt very sad for him. Who are you? Asked the bird. I am the Happy Prince. Then why are you crying? The bird asked, who are you? And the Happy Prince, statue of the Happy Prince replied that I am a happy prince. Then why are you crying if you are a happy prince? I am wet with your tears. When I was alive, said the prince, when I was alive, when he was a living person, I had a heart like every other man. Even I too have a heart like the other living person have, other living human being have. But I did not know what tears were. I lived in a palace where there was no sadness, where there was no happiness. In the daytime, I played with my friends in a beautiful garden, and in evening I danced. There was a high wall around the garden, but I did not know what lay on the other side. I was not knowing what is going on the other side of the wall. So I was called the Happy Prince. I was pleased with my little world. I was happy with my little world. Now I am dead, and they have put me up here. I can see all the unhappiness of my city From here I can observe all the unhappiness of my city. My heart now is made of a cheap metal which is not expensive. But even that poor heart can feel the unhappiness of my city. And so I cry, and so I am crying. So now children will stop here and take a break of 1 minute and we'll meet in the next video. Thank you. So children, let's continue the lesson 2.5, The Happy Prince. Children, we were on page number 47, second paragraph. Oh, said the swallow to himself, he is not only gold on the outside, but he is golden from inside too. Means he is very kind-hearted person. Who? The happy prince. The swallow said to himself. Far away from here, said the happy prince in a low voice. There is a poor house in a little street. There is a poor house in a small street. Through an open window, I can see a woman at a table. Through an open window, I can watch a woman at a table. Her face is very thin and she has rough red hands. Her face is very thin. She looks very weak and she has rough red hands. She is making a dress for one of the queen's ladies. She is stitching a dress for one of the queen's ladies for a dance in the palace. Her little boy is lying on a bed in the corner of the room. Her son is lying on a bed in the corner of the room. He is very ill. He is very sick. He is crying because she can only give him water from the river and nothing else she can provide. Little bird, will you take my red jewel to her? So now Happy Prince is requesting to the swallow, will you take my red jewel to her? I cannot move from here. My friends are waiting for me in Egypt, said the swallow. What the swallow replied, that my friends are waiting for me, so I have to move from here. Little bird, said the prince, please stay. The boy is crying and his mother is so unhappy. So the prince is again requesting to the little bird to please stay, as the boy was crying and his mother was very unhappy, was very sad. The happy prince looked very sad and the little swallow was sorry for him and the little swallow felt very sad for him. It is very cold here, he said, but I will stay with you for one night. For you I will stay for one more night over here. Tomorrow I will take the jewel. Thank you, little bird, said the prince. So the swallow took the great red jewel from the prince's waist and flew away with it. Over the roofs of the town, he passed the palace and heard the sound of dancing. The bird passed over the river and flew and flew. At last he came to the poor little house and looked inside. What was there? The boy was lying on the bed. The mother was asleep. The mother was sleeping. She was so tired. He flew in and put the great red jewel on the table. Who flew inside? The bird flew inside the house and put the great red jewel on the table. He kept it on the table. Then he flew around the bed, moving the air with his wings around the boy's face. Oh, said the boy, my face does not feel so hot now. Now the boy said that my face is not feeling so hot. I think I am getting better. I think I am recovering now. And he fell asleep. Then the swallow flew back to the happy prince. It is strange. It is so unusual. The swallow said, it is very cold here, but I feel quite warm. That is because you have done a good thing, said the prince. This is because you have done a great job, said the prince to the little swallow. The little swallow fell asleep. When day came, means the next morning, the swallow flew down to the river for taking a bath. A clever man saw him. That is very unusual. That is strange. He said, the clever man saw him. The clever man noticed, that is very unusual. That is very strange. He said, that kind of bird found here in winter? I must write that down. I must note that down. I will go to Egypt tonight. So today at night, definitely I will move to Egypt, thought the swallow. When the moon came up, means at night, he flew back to the happy prince. Can I do anything for you in Egypt? He said. Little bird, said the prince, please will you stay with me for one more night? Now again the prince is requesting the swallow to wait for one more night with him. My friends are waiting for me, answered the bird. So now children, we will stop here and we'll meet in the next video. Thank you. Let's come back to the lesson. Lesson number 2.5, The Happy Prince. Till now we have read that the Happy Prince is again requesting the swallow to wait for one more night with him. Now children, we were on this line, far away across the city, said the prince. Far away from here, across the city, said the prince. I can see a young writer in a little room, in a small room at the top of the house. He is sitting at a table that is covered with papers. He is sitting at a table which is covered fully with papers. At his side, there are some dead flowers. Beside him, there are some dead flowers. He is trying to finish a story. He is trying to complete a story. But he is very cold and he cannot write. He is feeling very cold and he is unable to write. There is no fire in his room because he is very poor and he is weak and hungry. He is very weak and feeling very hungry. I will wait with you for one more night, said the swallow kindly. So a swallow said that I will wait with you for one more night. He said in a kind manner. What shall I take to him? What shall I take to him? The little swallow asked the Happy Prince. Take him one of my eyes, said the prince. The prince replied that take him one of my eyes. They are made of beautiful blue stones. They are made of beautiful blue stones. The young man can sell it and buy wood and food. Wood he can use for keeping him warm, and food he can satisfy his hunger, and he can finish his story. Take out your eye, dear prince, said the swallow. So take out your eye, dear prince. The swallow said, I cannot do that. Swallow told him that I cannot do this. I cannot remove your eyes. And he began to cry. Who began to cry? The swallow. Do it, said the prince. So the swallow took out the prince's eye and flew away to the young man's room. It was easy to get into his house. Whose house? The young writer's house, because there was a hole in the roof. The young man was sitting with his head in his hands. He was sitting holding his head with his hands. So he did not hear the bird's wing when the swallow entered his home. When he looked up, a beautiful blue jewel was lying on the dead flowers. Someone likes my stories, he cried happily. He shouted happily that someone liked my stories. This is a gift from someone who has read my books. Now I can finish writing this story. He was very happy. The young writer became very happy. And he said that now I can finish writing this story. On the next day, the swallow flew down to the river. Next morning, the swallow flew to the river. He watched the seamen working on the ships. Seamen, the people who work on the ships. I am going to Egypt, he cried. But no one listened to him. He shouted that I am going to Egypt. Who said? The swallow shouted. But no one heard him. When the moon came up, means when it gets dark, he flew back to the Happy Prince. I have come to say goodbye to you, he said. I have come to say goodbye to you, he said to the Happy Prince. Little bird, said the prince, please will you stay with me for one more night? Again the Happy Prince is requesting to the little bird that will you stay with me for one more night? It is winter. Now the winter season has come, answered the swallow. The snow will soon come. The snow will soon fall. In Egypt the sun is warm and the trees are green. Dear prince, I must leave you. I must go now. But I will never forget you. Means I will always remember you. A little girl is standing there in the square below. A little girl is standing there in the square below. Children, here square means an open four-sided area between the buildings. It can be in the city, town or village. So a little girl is standing there in the square below and she is selling eggs. Her eggs have fallen on the ground and they are broken. She has no money to take home. Her father will hit her. Her father will scold her. Take out my other eye and give it to her. So now remove my other eye and give it to the little girl. I will stay with you for one more night, said the swallow. But I cannot take out your other eye. You will not be able to see. If I'll take your other eye, how you will be able to see? Do it, said the prince. So the swallow took out the prince's other eye and flew down with it. He flew to the girl and put the jewel in her hand. This is a beautiful piece of glass, cried the little girl. The little girl shouted in happiness that this is a beautiful piece of glass. She ran home laughing. She ran home happily. So now children, we will stop here and we'll take a break of 1 minute and we'll meet in the next video. Thank you. Good morning children. Today we will continue the lesson number 2.5, The Happy Prince. Children, till now we have read that the prince asked the bird to take the jewel from his other eye in order to help the little girl who was selling eggs in the square below. Now children, next line. Then the swallow flew back to the prince. Now the swallow returned to the prince. You cannot see now, he said. What he said to the prince? Now you cannot see, so I will stay with you. So now I have to stay with you here. No, said the poor prince, you must go to Egypt. You have to go to Egypt. I will stay with you, repeated the swallow. No, I am going to stay with you, repeated the swallow. And he slept at the prince's feet. The next day he stayed with the prince. He told the prince stories about the strange lands, about the different lands that he knew, that he visited till now. Dear little bird, said the prince, you are telling me about strange and wonderful things. But the suffering of men and women is stranger than anything else. Stranger is different than anything else. Fly over my city, little bird. Fly over my city. Tell me what you can see there, what you see there. So the swallow flew over the great city. He saw the poor people sitting at the gate. What the swallow noticed? The poor people sitting at the gate. He flew into the dark streets and saw the white faces of hungry children. White faces, you can say the pale faces or the weak faces of the hungry children with sad eyes. Under a bridge, two little boys were lying close together. Two little boys were sleeping close together to keep themselves warm. We are so hungry, they said. You cannot lie there, shouted a guard. A watchman shouted at them, saying that you cannot lie here, you cannot sleep over there. Then the swallow flew back and told the prince about the hungry children. I am covered with fine gold, said the prince. My full body is covered with fine gold. Take it off, piece by piece. Piece by piece, take it off and give it to my poor people. The swallow pulled off the gold until the happy prince looked grey and ugly. The swallow took the gold to the poor and the children's faces became brighter. Now the children's faces became brighter means the children were happy now. We have bread now, we have the food. They cried. They cried happily that now we got the food. Then the snow came. Ice followed the snow. The snow turned to ice now and hung down from the roofs of the houses. What hung down? The ice hung down from the roofs of the houses. Everyone wore thick coats because now the winter has appeared. The full city has become cold. And all the people started wearing thick coats to protect themselves from cold. The little swallow became colder. The bird also became colder. Now the bird also started feeling cold. He did not leave the prince because he loved him very much. But he was dying. Why he was dying? Because of the cold. He cannot resist the cold. Goodbye, dear prince, he said. What he said? Goodbye. He took the leave from the prince. I am glad, I am happy that you are going to Egypt. The prince thought that he is going to Egypt now. He is returning to Egypt, said the prince. You have stayed too long. You have stayed with me so long time. I am not going to Egypt, said the swallow. I am going to the house of God. Means he was dying. It fell down dead at his feet. Who fell down? The bird. The swallow fell dead at his feet. Then there was a strange sound inside the statue. Then there was a strange, different, you can say an unusual sound inside the statue. Crack. The metal heart broke into pieces. Now, which metal heart broke into pieces, children? The happy prince heart broke into two pieces. Early next morning, an important man, the authority person in the city, was walking below with two of his friends, with two of his companions. He looked up at the statue. What they noticed? The happy prince does not look very bright, does not look very beautiful as it used to look earlier, he said. The red stone has disappeared. His eyes are not there and he is not golden. He looks like a beggar. So now, children, we will stop here and we'll take a break of 1 minute and we will continue the lesson in the next video. Thank you. Let's continue the lesson. Lesson number 2.5, The Happy Prince. In the previous video, we have read that the important person of the city called the statue of Happy Prince as a beggar because he has donated all his jewel and gold to the needy people. On hearing this, the important man's companions agreed and said, "Yes, he does. Yes, he looks like a beggar," said the man's friends. "Here is a dead swallow at his feet. Look, here is a dead swallow lying at his feet," said the officer. "We must make an order. We must make a rule that birds cannot die here." They pulled down the statue of the happy prince and put it in the fire. They demolished the statue of the happy prince, or you can say they removed the statue of the happy prince and put it in the fire. As they put the statue of happy prince in the fire, what happened? A stream of bright metal ran out. A stream of a liquid of bright metal flowed out. "This is strange. This is something awkward. See," said the workman. "This broken piece in the middle of the statue has stayed hard." Means the metal heart of the happy prince has not melted in the fire. So this is something strange. This is something unusual. We must throw it away. So they threw it away with a dead bird. God said to his servants, "Bring me the two best things in the city." God ordered his servants to bring the best two things from the city. They brought him the broken heart and the dead bird. "Yes, you have brought the right things. Yes, you have brought the correct things," replied the God, said the God. This little swallow will sing forever in my garden, and the happy prince will stand in my city of gold. So both the swallow and the prince were granted place in the paradise. So now, children, here the lesson gets over. It was written by Oscar Wilde. Now we will discuss the textual questions. Question number 1 is, say whether these sentences are true or false and correct the false ones. The first one, A, is the writer of the story is William Blake. False. The writer of the story is Oscar Wilde. Next, B, everyone admired the statue of the happy prince. True. Next, C, the mother was working when the swallow brought the yellow jewel. False. The correct answer is the mother was sleeping when the swallow brought the red jewel. Next, question number D. The two best things the servants brought to God were gold and jewel stones. False. The answer is the two best things the servants brought to God were the metal heart of happy prince and the dead bird. Now, question number 2. Find from the story the homophones of the following words. Words that sound the same but differ in spellings and meanings are called as homophones. The first word is weak, W-E-A-K, weak, and the homophone for this word is W-E-E-K, weak. Next, B. The word is T-H-E-I-R, there, and the answer for this is T-H-E-R-E, there. Next, number C. The word is blue, B-L-E-W, blue, and the homophone for this word is B-L-U-E, blue. Next, D. S-E-A-C. The answer is S-E-E-C. Next, number E. The word is R-E-A-D, read, and the homophone for this word is R-E-E-D, read. Next, number F. W-A-S-T-E, waste, and the homophone for this word is W-A-I-S-T, waste. Next, number G. K-N-O-W, no, and the answer is N-O, no. Next, number H. The word is K-N-O-T, not, and the homophone for this word is not, N-O-T, not. Next, number I. The word is T-H-R-E-W, through, and the answer is T-H-R-O-U-G-H, through. Now, children, we will stop here and will meet in the next video and discuss the remaining questions. Thank you. Let's come back to lesson number 2.5, the Happy Prince. Children, we were on the last question of this homophone and the word is right. The answer for this word right is W-R-I-G-H-T. The homophone for this word R-I-G-H-T, right, is W-R-I-G-H-T, right. Now, question number 3. Answer the given questions in your own words. The first question is, where was the Happy Prince statue located? The answer is, Happy Prince statue was located high above the city. Next, question number B. Why did the swallow decide to stay under the statue of the Happy Prince at night? And the answer is, the swallow decided to stay under the statue of the Happy Prince at night because it was high up and there was plenty of fresh air. Next, question number C. Why was the prince sad? The answer is, the prince was sad because he could see all the unhappiness around his city. Next, question number D. What was the first task given to the swallow? The answer is, the first task given to the swallow was to carry a red jewel to a poor woman's house who was stitching a dress for one of the queen's ladies, and her little son was very ill. Next, question number E. To whom did the prince gift the 2 gemstones of his eyes? And the answer is, the prince gave the first gemstone from his eyes to a young writer who was hungry and cold and could not finish his story. The second gemstone was given to the little girl who was selling eggs in the square and her eggs were broken. Next, question number F. What decision did the swallow finally make? Was it a wise one? Comment. And the answer is, the swallow finally made the decision to stay with the Happy Prince. It was a wise decision because he was able to help the Happy Prince by helping to the poor and needy across the city. Next, question number G. Why did the swallow finally decide not to leave the prince? The answer is, the swallow finally decided not to leave the Happy Prince because the Happy Prince had became blind after donating the jewel of both of his eyes to the young writer and the little girl selling eggs. Next, question number H. What message do you get from this story? And the answer is, the story leaves behind the vital message of humanity and compassion. It is our dedication to the cause of the fellow human beings' ability to reach out the needy people and sacrifice for others that earn the approval and blessing from God. In other words, the story upholds the message of selfless sacrifice and sensitivity and compassion as the greatest of all virtues. So now, children, we have discussed the textual questions. Now after this, you will get a PDF and you will note down all the questions in your classwork notebook. Now we will stop. Thank you.